All right, here we are in rainy Portland, Oregon, and we're gonna see what it looks like inside Rusty's band's practice space at what's the place called? Cement Block Studios?
Portland Cement Studio. You were so close. We got to cut it. This is gonna go for 5 minutes.
It's locked. I don't know how we get in, actually. Oh wait!
Hey, come on in, guys. First off,
let's just talk about the instruments that we've got, and I'm not going to actually play or mess with anything. I'm just going to pick it up.
As you hit my guitar and do another
As
guitar.
I knock them together. All right. Oh, this is a Schecter. All right, I thought this was a Rickenbacker.
Exactly. So Schecter put out this line called the Stargazer, and what's really cool about it is it looks like a Rickenbacker, it plays like a Rickenbacker, it's a little bit bigger than a Rickenbacker, and it's also 1/6 of the price of a Rickenbacker.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Now let's, oh my God. Now let's just get a close-up of this bad boy.
So this is...
First of all, look at the finish. I love this. Did the other one have this funky,
it's just black.
like, two-piece pick guard? All right, now tell me what this... Oh, it says volume.
Volume, tone, and tone. They also have coil taps for each pickup.
Ooh.
And then, yeah, neck, middle, which is both, and then bridge. So you can get a variety of tones out of this. I mean, it can sound like a Strat, it can sound like a Gibson, you know, any sort of like humbucking guitar. It can be really, really nasty, and then at the same point, it can be really, really soft and elegant. So don't forget our other friend, the Jazzmaster Bass 6.
For those this is one of these badass Indonesian Squires that also cost nothing and rule.
Yeah, so this is basically right in between where a guitar and a bass would be.
What's this bridge?
I don't know. I think they just like threw a bunch of stuff together and they're like, oh, that'll work.
Wait a minute, this bridge is the weirdest shit.
It's floating, but it's not floating.
And this is just the classic. This is the bass that Geddy Lee played, the bass that Chris Squire played, the bass that they played in Genesis, like all those 70s prog rock bands playing Rickenbackers. Paul McCartney played a Rickenbacker. This is actually one of the real deal 70s ones. They sound incredible, but they never actually sound like those guys made them sound because I don't know why. I don't know. I assume that Rusty's bass player is doing something different than playing like Yes.
It's a little lower, yeah. Yeah, and then we have that Gibson. Don't quote me on this. I think it's an EB3.
Ooh, and somebody added a little P pickup in there.
Yeah.
Because these things sound like almost nothing with just the original stock pickups.
Remember when you said you wouldn't touch them?
I know, but then I touched it a little bit.
You touched it, yeah. And now you have to leave.
All right, Rusty, this amp, or this pile of amps and cabs is where the magic happens, right?
Right. Yeah,
right.
So this is my bread and butter. This is a 68 Ampeg V4. It has KT88 tubes in it, which are traditionally bass tubes. It pushes about 150 watts or so. And then I run this out of an orange 412 that's high powered, and that contains 4 100-watt Celestion speakers in it.
What I'm saying is this amp is louder than that train. And so let's actually run a guitar through this bad boy. All right, let's run through these pedals here.
So that was half of the shoegazer pedal. This is actually made locally by Devi Ever. It's 2 different fuzzes. This is a really glitchy, nasty fuzz, and then this is a more traditional one. So we heard the glitchy one. Let's hear the traditional one. Volume and texture.
Oh, TP volume and TP texture, and then SM volume and SM texture.
Yeah, so these are actually 2 fuzz pedals put together.
Yeah.
TP is Torn's Peaker, and then SM is Soda Miser.
Wait, what?
Those are just the names of the other, like the 2 pedals that they put together for this one. So
man, that's a deep cut on the pedal stuff.
So you've heard them individually. How do they sound together? DD3 needs no introduction. It's a classic digital delay that everybody uses. This, on the other hand, is a supernatural reverb made by Hardwire. It has 8 million different features. I only use one. In some of our songs, I loop parts and then I'll play over them. And the one shot is the best for that because I can make sure that I'm always on. So we can do something
Hey, Rusty, good news. I brought my bass. You want to jam?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
what do you got?
I didn't think he was going to say yes.
You know I'm always down to jam. If there's anything that MagFest has taught us, it's that we can always jam. We can always find time to jam.
We love to jam.
All right, so what do you got? So first,
a red velvety strap.
Okay, so I see that our tastes deviate somewhat.
Oh, that's just the beginning.
The tip of the iceberg, as they say. Ooh.
Here's a 5-string Padula Thunder bass.
That's very nice. That was Rusty's practice space, everybody. I can't believe he let me jam with him. Metal bands don't usually let nerdy bass players just randomly jam with them, but I do think that Rebecca's probably actually going to be in his band now, so whatever. I guess that's how it is. Back to you, Pony.